Welcome to City Roundup, brought to you by the City of Pensacola, with your host, Saida Rosa. City Roundup is your one-stop shop for everything having to do with the City of Pensacola. And now, Saida.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us for another episode of City Roundup. We hope you had a safe night celebrating Independence Day. I'm your host, Saida Rosa with the City of Pensacola. We usually start our show off with a message from Mayor Grover Robinson. He spoke with reporters at his press conference earlier this week about what he's been doing the past 2 weeks while out of the country.
Had a great 2 weeks to be away. I certainly appreciated the time after, I think, my family going through campaign last year. We didn't get to do too much, so we did take a little family time and get away. It was great. Had a lot of fun. Learned a lot of things. Saw a lot of cool pedestrian stuff. We went to Zurich, Munich, and Vienna, which are all top cities seeing worldwide quality of life, and they all are very active in really looking at pedestrian and bike things. So learned a lot about those things. They all had scooters, so learned a few things about scooters as we're continuing to implement. So, it was really good.
Did you know July is Parks and Recreation Month? Tonya Vaden and guest Allie Norton host this week's news show from Corinne Jones Park to tell us about how you can celebrate Parks and Rec Month. They also tell us why a travel magazine is highlighting Pensacola and let us know who's filling the city's Complete Streets position. Those topics and more coming up right now.
Hello, and thanks for joining us for another episode of our City News Show. I'm Tonya Vaden, and I'm joined by Allie Norton, who is filling in for John Scanlon this week.
Thanks, Tonya, and we are on location of beautiful Corinne Jones Park because now that it's July, it's officially Parks and Recreation Month, which means it's time to get outside.
That's right. All month long, we'll be celebrating the fun and games that local Parks and Recreation offers to residents of all ages and abilities. This July, a variety of fun activities are planned for residents of all ages and abilities, including summer camps, a rock and roll tie-dye party for seniors, movies in the park, free concerts, and more. Or get out and enjoy one of the 93 parks the city offers. Take a walk or a jog, plan a picnic, or just throw a frisbee. You can play on the playground or just enjoy being in nature. Parks and Recreation Month is an initiative of the National Recreation and Parks Association. We are inviting you to get in the game this summer and enjoy your Parks and Recreation department. There are plenty of ways you can get out and celebrate with us, so check out our website at playpensacola.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram to find activities so you can get your game on in July. Be sure to use the hashtag GameOnJuly when sharing your memories on social media.
Based on all those activities, it's no wonder why Pensacola was featured in a travel magazine for being a great destination for family vacations. TravelPulse.com states we are a must-visit Florida City because of our relaxing beaches, outdoor education, and other fun. The article highlights the Children's Museum, great restaurants, and historic buildings. You'll have to check out the full article for yourself to see what else they highlight. Visit TravelPulse.com.
Well, 4th of July is this week, and we want to let you know about some changes in service that will affect you. City Hall will be closed on Thursday, July 4th. Residents who normally receive trash service on Thursdays will have their bin emptied on Wednesday, July 3rd, so make sure your bin is curbside that morning. We hope you have a great and safe night celebrating.
If you followed along during the mayoral transition, you may remember that one of the recommendations was to designate a person to carry out the Complete Streets concept here. Well, City of Pensacola has hired Mike Jarnick. Mike comes to us from the Florida Department of Transportation, District 5, where he served as the bicycle/pedestrian coordinator. He holds a master's degree in urban and regional planning from University of Colorado, Denver. He has a bachelor's in civil engineering, also from University of Colorado, Denver. He'll be tasked with coming up with a program so pedestrians, cyclists, motorists, public transit, basically all modes of transportation are represented on our city roadways. We're excited to have Mike on board. His tentative start date is July 29th.
Well, before we go, we just wanted to congratulate our Gulf Coast Running Club, also known as the Goat Farm, for capturing 9 medals at the AAU Regional Championship in Tallahassee. Even with 100-degree weather and a blazing hot sun beating down on them, the team raked in 4 gold, 3 silver, and 2 bronze medals. 9 team members qualified for the AAU Junior Olympic Games in Greensboro, North Carolina from July 24th to August 3rd. 16,000 athletes competing in 20 sports will attend the games, all vying for gold, and the Goat Farm might just be leading the pack.
Well, big congratulations to them.
Yes.
That's all we have for you on this episode of our City News Show. We thank you for watching, and we will see you
next week.
He's only been on the job 3 weeks, but is already making quite the impact. On this week's City Spotlight, we introduce you to the new Director of Sanitation Services and Fleet Management. John Pittman brings decades of experience, and it all started on the back of a truck.
Garbage, people say garbage is garbage, but it is, but there's a passion behind garbage for me. Hi, I'm John Pittman, Director of Sanitation Services and Fleet Management. I started in the city of Largo as a solid waste worker back in 1993. And I started on the back of the truck. I got promoted to a driver, and then after a driver, I got promoted to a supervisor. And I just took it upon myself to just learn about garbage. And I really didn't know that I was going to like this. It was exciting, and once I got to be a supervisor, I was able to expand my knowledge and to learn the entire operation. Ended up getting a bachelor's degree from the University of Phoenix. And then after the University of Phoenix, I pursued a master's degree from Barry University. I have a master's degree in public administration. I never thought I would be a garbage man or dealing with this type of business, this industry. It was just something that stood out among the other things that I wanted to do. By trade, I came from the military. I've been in the military. I was an engineer, construction engineer, combat engineer in the military. So it was something a little bit different. I enjoy what I do, and it makes people happy when you do what you need to do, and picking it up, disposing of it, getting rid of it, that's what they want. We provide that service, and I enjoy providing that service, and I will do whatever it takes to make sure that we are the best among the best when it comes to providing our service to the city of Pensacola. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited and looking forward to being a part of this community.
For more episodes of our City Spotlight and news show, visit our YouTube channel. Search City of Pensacola. We'll be right back after this.
Natural gas dryers may cost a little more than electric ones, but they dry clothes quicker, making them cost half as much to run. So now who's getting taken to the cleaners? Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Natural gas homes are in demand. Here's what home builders have to say.
The natural gas cooking, as well as the fireplace and the atmosphere that you have on a really nice, well-designed lanai, you can entertain real well. It's very comfortable. People are real homey there, and we find the lanai to be a real design feature, along with having the natural gas to implement that.
Natural gas from Pensacola Energy, the clean, reliable, earth-friendly choice.
We now turn to our green tip of the week. Volunteer. Volunteer to pick up trash. It can be anywhere. Along the road, at the beach, in your neighborhood. When you pick up trash, you save it from entering the water and potentially harming animals. The city is looking for great people to be a part of our team. We're currently hiring fire cadets. This is an entry-level position for those who are interested in a career in fire service. Don't wait to apply. This position closes on July 12th. Fire cadet entry information can be found at cityofpensacola.com/entrance exam. Put in your application today at PensacolaCityJobs.com. Some food for that for your Friday. In this episode of Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, host John Scanlon from Pensacola Energy shows us how to use natural gas to make a delicious barbecue shrimp recipe.
On this episode of Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites, we're doing barbecued shrimp. Stick around and find out how it's done.
Welcome to Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, brought to you by Pensacola Energy.
Welcome to Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites. I'm your host, John Scanlon, and I'm joined by a very special guest from Pensacola Energy, one of the marketing team, Jim Bootery. Jim, what are you cooking for us today?
Well, today, John, we're going to do barbecue shrimp. This is a very popular dish in South Louisiana, and actually comes from one of our friends, Chef John False from Lafitte's Landing Restaurant in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. So to get started, what we've done, we've melted 1 cup of butter, and what we're going to do, we're going to add this. We got some shallots here. Garlic, lots of garlic. Some green onion tops. And folks, you can find this recipe in the, Johnny?
The Fiesta Seafood Cookbook. Like I said, Jim's one of our marketing reps, and we're getting all these recipes from the Fiesta Seafood Cookbook. It's 25 years of recipes from the Fiesta Seafood Grill at the Pensacola Fiesta Seafood Festival. Make sure you check it out. This recipe comes from there. A lot of simple recipes, a lot of complex ones. And all sales of the cookbook go to the Escambia Utility Assistance Program, which helps the elderly and the disabled pay their bills in Escambia County.
Now we're going to let this all come together and cook for about 3 to 5 minutes until the bell peppers and the shallots become tender. Alrighty. Now that we've let our vegetables come and clear up and tender down, we're going to add the shrimp.
How much shrimp is that, Jim?
Roughly about about 2 dozen shrimp. You know. So we'll mix that in, let that cook up a little bit there. We're going to be adding in our thyme, basil, Worcestershire sauce. Oops, sorry. We'll mix that a little bit. While I do this, Johnny, would you have the honors to open up our bottle of beer here?
Absolutely. I don't think this is a twist off, Jim.
It's a beer, it's not, son.
Just 1 second, let me get on. All right, now we're back. We got the proper tool for the job.
All right. Thank you, Johnny.
You're welcome.
I'm going to pour that beer over the shrimp once the shrimp is cooked down a little bit. I'm going to turn up the heat just a little. We're going to run another 3 to 5 minutes here. Let this reduce down, let the water content cook out of the beer and thicken up a little before we do drop our last ingredients in here, which will be the butter. But at this point, we can just watch it, stir it occasionally, and let that shrimp cook up and let that sauce reduce. All right, we've been letting this cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, let the sauce in there reduce. Now we're going to add our last few ingredients. We're going to drop another stick of butter in there, and oh my God, everybody's going to say that's a lot of butter. That's what it calls for, guys. You're going to love this. All right. Let that melt down. A little salt and pepper to taste. I like using black and redfish seasoning. That just adds, it's got the salt, it's got the pepper, and a few other little seasonings. Let's add a little more kick to it. We're going to let those little pieces of butter
That looks fantastic.
melt. Man, can you smell that?
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
goodness. At this point, we're just going to kick it up a notch and just add a little bit of Crystal hot sauce from New Orleans.
And this is the barbecue shrimp recipe from the Fiesta Seafood Cookbook. 25 years of history from the Fiesta Seafood Grill at the Pensacola Seafood Festival.
All right, Johnny, I think we're coming to a close here. Let's get that on there. Try to do that as neat as we can.
Really quick, really simple. Looks fantastic. You don't have to, the chefs that prepared this and they made these recipes made them easy to follow. You can impress your friends, your families by making this. This is a simple dish and it looks incredible, Jim.
Well, thank you. Very easy to make. In fact, I think it's the easiest shrimp dish to make because guess what? You peel it when you eat it. You're not peeling it ahead of time.
They get to do the work, not you.
That's right. That's right. Make sure you buy fresh, heads-on shrimp. All righty. We're going to try to slide some of that juice up in there if we can. Catching that, we good? I'm not making a mess on that other end over there. Oh, look at that.
A little rice, that's a gumbo.
All right, this along French bread. You peel your shrimp, you dip your fresh bread in there, and bon appetit.
So make sure you go online and check out our website, coastalcooking.com, with all these recipes. You can also give us a call at 436-5050 to purchase the Fiesta Seafood Cookbook with this recipe and many more in there. All proceeds from the sales goes to the Escambia Utility Assistance Program that helps the elderly and the disabled to pay their utility bills. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, check out other recipes that are going to be featured on Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites, and we'll see you next time.
This has been Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, brought to you by Pensacola Energy.
That's all we have for this episode of City Roundup. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you same place, same time, next week.
This has been City Roundup with Saida Rosa. City Roundup is the City of Pensacola's one-stop shop for everything having to do with Pensacola. Join us again each Friday at 8 a.m. for more of City Roundup.